Getting complacent, mind racing, I overdo it. Know it's wrong, but I justify it.
All right, I'm Sleep of the fraternity, Cincinnati, Ohio artist, born and raised here. Happy to be out here performing on the Self Diploma show. Let's work.
In your career so far as an artist, has there been one event, show, instance, something happened in your life that, just solidified for you that was that point where you were I want to be an artist forever?
Yeah, I'm pretty new to this. I've been rapping for about 10 years, but I didn't start putting music out until about a year and a half. But I didn't feel like it was good enough for public consumption. So once I did start, I came out with an album called Laughlin 95, and one of my favorite artists in the area, Trademark Aaron, he heard it, and me and him started working together. And he had a show with Yellow Wolf last year, and I was a part of that show, and seeing that crowd and all that stuff, that kind of solidified it for me. Being out there with all those people, I'm like, yeah, I think I could do this for a while. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So I got, my name's Drowsy. I get a lot of questions about it. Your name's Sleep. Gotta ask you, where do you come from?
Sleep. A lot of people think are you tired all the time? You sleep a lot? Prior to my music career, I played basketball in high school, a little bit in college, and there was a basketball player back in the day named Sleepy Floyd. He was the first guy who wore a headband, and I wore 3 headbands. It was silly. But I just had this headband issue. So my high school coach, Mike Brown, he started calling me Sleepy Floyd. And then in school, the kids picked it up, and then they got lazy, and it became Sleepy. They dropped the Floyd. Then they dropped the Y, and it just became Sleep. So yeah, everybody, my real name is Jeremy. Nobody calls me Jeremy. My teachers call me Sleep. My mom calls me Sleep. Everybody. So yeah, that's how that happened. It's not a rap name. It's a nickname before rap name.
Nice. Yeah. So, currently right now, what do you got going on? You got projects out right now? Projects coming up? You're about to release?
Yeah. I just dropped the album called Branded, the Damon Winton story. It's like a storytelling song. Every song on the album is a question. So it's not song titles get the money or something like that. The songs is question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. All the way to question 8, and the songs is it's about this one kid and what he went through in his life, and the questions are being asked by a policeman to his social worker, and they're trying to figure out why he committed suicide. So throughout the story, you'll get the idea of what's going on. But it did really well. City Beat actually did a write-up on it, a review. They said it was one of the best hip-hop albums in Cincinnati in recent memory. That was big to me, because I read City Beat, I look up the different things they talk about as far as music, so it was big that they showed that type of love. So shout out to City Beat.
Big shout out to City Beat. So before you take the stage tonight, you have any of your crazy rituals? No, man.
No, man, I don't get too amped up.
You don't certain food, or you gotta do something in a certain order,
No, I'm not like that. Not even with sports or anything. I know a lot of people who do a bunch of stuff. I know a guy who runs around the area, paces all the time and stuff like that.
Right.
No, I don't do anything. I just hang out, talk to friends, kind of get that confidence from friends and stuff like that. So I would say that I'm just pretty social with people.
Right.
So throughout the whole show, I'm not gonna hide in the back until my turn. I'm gonna be out there talking to people, just kind of getting that confidence. Right. So when they see me on stage, they're like, oh, that's the guy who I was just talking with. They'll probably be a little bit more engaged.
Yeah, make it more personal, definitely. How do you think Self Diploma has impacted this city, as far as local artists and everything like that?
It's been huge. I went to school with some of them at NKU, some of the people who are, within Self Diploma. And I would have never thought that they would have done what they've done, especially with this summer series. This is huge for the city. Nobody else does anything like this. Right. And actually puts on the local artists in the area, which is a huge thing. So I've always wanted to, work with Self Diploma on these types of things. The issue in the past was my music was a little bit more aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And that's not the look for Fountain Square. Right. So I created a whole album just for this event. Just for this event. A whole album. Well, it's an EP. It's a 6-song EP featuring Trademark Aaron, Powder, my partner Kane from Two Man Cypher. And I created it just for this event. So I knew it was going to go over well with the crowd and everything. And that's just a testament to show how much I wanted to work with Self Diploma. So
definitely. That
shout out to Self Diploma.
Yeah, man. Before you know, before you take the stage tonight, is there anything you want to tell your fans?
I mean, I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting me. Like I say, my music is a lot more lyrical and storytelling than what's known in this area. And so for people to still show me love based on that, I mean, that's big. You know, I have a lot of fans, like even outside of Cincinnati. So I'm excited, you know, to perform for them and for them to see me perform, take pictures. You know, I'm probably a little bit more excited about that than anything. You know, being able to talk with them, socialize, take pictures for their social media, which, you know, is huge for this type of stuff. And I definitely want to shout out my group, the fraternity. Right there. The fraternity, it's like the idea with the fraternity is I started it, me and a bunch of other guys, and I'm the only, well, me and my partner, we're the only members in Cincinnati, Ohio. All the other members are New York, Canada, Texas, California, and the idea of it is it's like elite MCs and or singers, and we all kind of work together. So the idea is if I drop an album, they're releasing it in those areas, in those pockets, which helps grow the fan base. So I mean, I definitely want to shout them out. It's kind of growing pretty big online, and you know, people are kind of getting with it. So I want to show them some love and appreciation for helping me out with all of this. Because I mean, a lot of people like to take all the credit for themselves and act like they did it alone, and I definitely did not. I had a lot of help along the way in this last year and a half. So I want to show love to everybody.
Definitely, man. Well, looking forward to see you perform tonight.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
This is Sleep. I'm Drowsy. It's nap time.